So there's been really a huge crypto meeting. If you want more content like this, smash that like button. But I just had a great chat about Bitcoin ETF approvals with Bloomberg's Jeff C. Anyway, Bitcoin Archive made a huge video. They discussed 90% chance of approval. Why this time is different. Is the ETF priced in? So are the people that are buying ETFs, is that already like, is that going to be happening for real? Or is it just going to be another, like, oh, yeah, sure. These prices are cool, but they're not anything special. And I think this is where the big problem arises in that sense. Like, I think a lot of people don't seem to understand that crypto price predictions, they are a massive, massive hit for everyone. They're going to be seeing much, much more in the near future, like of these type of bull runs. So I do think this is just the start of these crypto prices. But that being said, it does seem like crypto, in a sense, is going to be seeing opportunity like never before. So what do I mean by that? I do think that crypto could be seeing a historic level of growth because there's so many people that haven't discovered crypto yet that are going to be coming in and saying, hey, wow, that's pretty cool. I never knew about crypto. Let's take a look at it. And they take a look at it and they decide to buy like a big amount. So there's definitely big crypto whales in this space that we probably don't even know of yet in that space. And that's what keeps me seriously excited with these type of predictions, is that crypto whales are probably going to be here for the long term. So what I mean by that is that most crypto whales still haven't been even discovering crypto yet. And the Bitcoin ETF could help them actually come into this space. So maybe billionaires are going to be buying crypto in that sense. But let's take a look at this.
Crypto space to the digital assets. Now we're seeing I don't know if you guys watch those, but there's 2 ads already. Bitcoin ads. One with this old guy, and then the other one, I didn't watch it entirely, but I know it's there. So, I mean, once that's available and approved, I think
exactly. So the Bitcoin ETFs could bring like the older, senior, retired people to buy Bitcoin for maybe even as a Christmas present. And this is where I think that big type of money gains could be coming in. But I'm definitely excited to see more of that.
Loading and doing well for us. Corgi AI for my Kronos fam, and obviously there's so many different ones in the DeFi space. Corgi AI, we're watching it. I mean, you've been seeing my tweets, you've been seeing my comments. Very excited for what it brings to the table. I talked about Corgi AI yesterday with Ken, and the meme coin space is gonna be pivotal for the development of any blockchain and for any community. And we understand that this has future, and if people want to buy it, it's risky, but you can make a lot of money, as you're seeing right now on the screen, 2,400%. Last but not least, guys.
So yeah, definitely some cool stuff ahead. Seems like they are talking if Bitcoin ETF is gonna rise. I know he's saying here Corgi AI. I think all crypto tokens will rise. Like they've been seeing massive growth. So this is definitely just the small start for the crypto markets. If you guys want more content like this, you know what to do. Smash like button is right there. And I'll keep you guys updated with more. Until next time, peace everyone. Matthew Perry made another video on Terra Luna Classic, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing here. If you guys want more content like this, smash that like button. You all know what you need to do. And the big difference here is Terra Luna Classic does have potential, but how far can this potential go? In that sense, like there is massive opportunities in the crypto space, but I am definitely kind of worried in that sense. Like there is gonna be opportunities arising for Terra Luna Classic, and that's where Terra Luna Classic could be seeing that massive withdrawal. But that being said, smash that like button if you haven't already. We're going to be looking at everything that's happening with the crypto prices today, especially with Terra Luna Classic, some drama up ahead, so be careful.
Oh man, I just have a huge headache. I really do. Like this whole Terra Luna Classic, like I don't know if it's a debate, I don't know if it's an issue or whatever. Like there's just people on the other side that may not understand like true data rather than like narratives. And as I see a lot of stuff that's out there.
So people have been predicting Terra Luna Classic to be like $15, $5. I think this is where the big issue comes in. Like, people are saying, oh, Terra Luna Classic, easy 15, $50. And I think this is where the people got really frustrated in that sense. Like, where people think, okay, Terra Luna Classic, it's not seeing the price levels we want to see. And I do think Terra Luna Classic does have potential, but not in the sense that we are seeing right now. Like, there is opportunities, but it's not like gonna skyrocket to $1 next day. And that's where I think the problem lies. I do think there is opportunity for Luna Classic, but also, like, how high can this go? Not that high for sure. There's absolutely no like actual updates for Terra Luna Classic in that way. And right now, what we are seeing is Terra Luna Classic growing stronger and stronger. So I do think it has the potential to see like some sort of a double price level, price bull run market, to see actual, rallies. So this is where Terra Luna Classic has that advantage. But where it does not have that advantage is, like, people are saying Terra Luna Classic is going to go to $1. No, there's no chance of that, because Terra Luna Classic has been such a long time in this basically worst scenario. Is how you can actually make something like that recover. You can't. It's really, really hard. But people are still saying there is so much opportunity, so much potentials in that sense. And that's where I get really worried in that level, like with that price level. But I am excited to see more of cool stuff happening for the coin itself. I'm still not that much given up on it. It's just that I really don't know how far it can go.
There's a ton of narratives that are like, the price of Terra Luna Classic is increasing because this proposal is not passing. And I'm like, that's insane to me.
So yeah, people are, if you don't know what happened, it was basically the Terra Luna Classic burn. Everyone wanted the proposal to pass, but it didn't. And I think this is where the big problem came, because if you have no burn, why wouldn't the whale just dump all the supply all the time when the price goes up? And that's exactly like without any repercussion. And that's exactly what we were seeing.
There's a reason why Terra Luna Classic is increasing, and it usually stems from the entire market that
Exactly. So exactly as my thought, as I wanted to say, the entire market is increasing. So Terra Luna Classic is not even increasing that much as other crypto prices. I think that's the problem. And this is where crypto markets really take a downturn, like where Matthew Perry basically says, like, Oscar Ramos made a video on it, and I'm not calling Oscar Ramos, but Luna Classic will only reach, half a cent. No, half a tenth of a cent. And I think, like, people think this is gonna happen, but it's seriously gonna be a problem in that sense. So I do think we are gonna be seeing more a rise in that level. But if you guys want more content, you know what to do. Smash that like button. So
that are for burns. It's just a lot of those people don't know how to vote on Terra Station. So
people don't know how to vote. So if they knew how to vote, the prices would go up. The prices would like skyrocket, because people would actually vote for something different in that sense. And I think this is where there is potential for Terra Luna Classic to explode.
Validators vote for them, and those validators will vote in an aggressive way towards the no side. But it's okay. I'm not salty for losing.
Exactly. And people are allowed to vote. That's what the voting is the point for. Like, people can vote yes or no if they want the burn proposal to pass. But Matthew Perry is putting so much energy into this burn proposal to actually go ahead, pass, rise up. And I think this is where the big problem arises with, Terra Luna Classic is, how can you make it pass? Like, how can you make it explode in that sense? And I think this is where the real problems come in with Terra Luna Classic. Like, a lot of people think, yeah, sure, it's gonna do well, or it just might not, and that's completely fine also. But I'm kind of worried for Terra Luna Classic in that sense that if the people keep leaving it, we could be seeing like just basically stagnating without any burns, without any massive updates that people are really wanting to see. So people will just give up on the coin. And I think that's Matthew Perry's big actual concern as well, is that Terra Luna Classic might never recover.
Or the fact that it is losing right now, that it's not passing. I'm more of like, what I want to talk about is kind of what's going on with like prices in general, right? Terra Luna Classic to a level of a dollar is not clickbait. Terra Luna Classic to a dollar and explaining no type of reasoning as to why you believe it's going to make it to there, or Terra Luna Classic to a level of $100 or all-time highs without a full explanation, talking about why you believe it will get there, what are the scenarios to where it does and it doesn't, and all of that. Now, I talk about all of these things, but in my videos, I will break these things down. And the reason why I talk about these things is not because I just want to put out this video that's related to it. A lot of people have that question. And when they have that question, they get that answer. This is why people...
So yeah, Matthew Perry is a very honest person. What he does basically is he explains why he thinks Terra Luna Classic is gonna, reach. So let's take a look at his videos here. This is where I think the big potential comes in. So the reality of Terra Luna Classic will only reach half a penny. Will this be the end of Terra Luna Classic? So he actually explains. He doesn't make like Terra Luna Classic can reach to 119. So it could, but it doesn't mean it should. And it also reflects like his views. They've been rising up to 1 million this this month. So I think this is where Matthew Perry's like honesty
click
comes
on
in.
It is because
like where people stay and where people like actually rise up to Matthew Perry, listen to him for advice, because he's been honest, and with honesty it goes a lot of these massive potentials we need to see. And that's exactly what I'm excited for in that sense. Like, yeah, crypto could be growing, crypto could be rising, but there is gonna be more opportunities in the market for Terra Luna Classic. Now, how many of these opportunities will there be for Terra Luna Classic? This I do not know. We could be seeing some major drops for Terra Luna Classic in the following days, where people won't really have that, potential to see it rise.
Because of the fact that they want that answer for that question. It's not just because of... Go ahead. And
so there's like, he's calling a YouTuber out, Oscar Ramos, basically for not being very honest with the thumbnail, with the title. So we'll only reach this price level. It does seem like that to see this price level, we would need to be seeing a 3 trillion market. Now, do you think Terra Luna Classic could reach 3 trillion? No, let's be realistic. These, if you have $5,000, so he basically did the math, you will have $5 billion. And if you have $200,000 in the market, you will have 20 billion. Just let that sink in. So if it will be 1 cent, that's pretty much amazing to me. That's incredible prices, but they don't mean that will happen. Will Terra Luna Classic reach 1 cent? No, it's statistically impossible without the burns. With burns, it's possible, but without the burns, forget it. And I think this is where like a lot of people are disappointed in that sense, like where I think Terra Luna Classic will not be seeing those price levels improve. But again, I am excited. I'm excited to see Terra Luna Classic rise. I'm excited to see it improve. Now, the question is where, how, and when it will improve. How will this arise to be one of the biggest tokens in the crypto history? Like, everyone wants to see Terra Luna Classic succeed, but we gotta be realistic. Like, half a penny, I know I make sometimes like a 1 cent prediction if we get the birds. Without the birds, there's no possibilities. Like, this is the biggest issue. There's no possibility for Terra Luna Classic to even reach 1/10 of a cent or 1/100th of a cent without the 1.5% bird tax. And that is why Matthew Perry is calling all these big validators, all these big institutions to actually do the birds.
It reminds me of people that said Bitcoin can never get above $400 or Bitcoin can never be anything. And then what is Bitcoin now? It's so
So yeah, exactly. So there is potential. People are saying Terra Luna Classic will only reach half a cent or won't reach anything more. That's exactly what they're saying with Terra Luna Classic. It is that possibility. The reasoning is Terra Luna Classic has had a lot of problems recently with everything, really. With all the crypto updates, with all the crypto announcements, there's been problems with Terra Luna Classic. And I think that's where the issue arises for Terra Luna. Like, there is potential to see crypto going back up, but where is it right now? We aren't too sure. So if you guys want to work on it like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Peace out. Oscar Ramos made a video, yes, are you ready? Now, this is the one that really got me excited in a sense. Like, am I ready for what? Like, what's gonna happen with the markets today? So if you want more content like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button, because we are entering the crypto spaces right now and they are gonna be blowing up. But am I ready? Yes, I am. Absolutely.
This is not even the bull market, and we're already seeing Solana passing Binance right now.
And I also think that Solana is passing Binance because, well, let's guess it. If you haven't already smashed that like. Now, the biggest problem with Solana passing Binance is, simply put, like, the big difference is Solana has been such large gains. There's been so many gains for Solana is because of the FTX crash. Now, Mike Novogratz is probably going to sell off a large portion of FTX holdings or FTX funds, but that's not the worst thing. Like, there's definitely worse things happening in crypto. And everyone thought Solana is going to be dead because they thought that Sam Bankman-Fried will sell it for lawyer fees. But guess what? He can't really. And here's where I think the big problem rises, right? So someone is going to sell off Solana coins for sure, but they're not going to be selling the whole supply. So with not selling the whole supply, like, people are going to be seeing price gains.
Now that changed already, but some altcoins are just outperforming our expectations. Pepe right now green, Optimism nice, Arbitrum green, Chronos back at 10.
So yeah, all these like altcoins are actually growing, and I think this is where the potential comes in. Look at this, Pepe is even rising. I'm going to make a video on Pepe later. I know there's a lot of people hyped about Pepe and other tokens as well.
We are the future crypto millionaires, everybody. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing?
So yeah, this is definitely awesome news overall to see the crypto markets rising up where they need to be. They definitely needed to see some massive potential, massive gains. And I am honestly very, very excited about that. Now, that being said, guys, it doesn't mean that crypto is over by any sense. It does mean that crypto is going to be seeing potentially more future price predictions, is going to be seeing more crypto dumps. But right now, it's just not looking like it. It's looking like the crypto markets are going to be improving in that sense. And I think this is where the real excitement comes in, really.
It was a good week. Maybe not the best.
It's not the best week, and even with some corrections, I'm still pretty happy with the crypto markets. Like, there is definitely like lots of opportunity in the crypto space to see more of crypto rising. But I do want to know, how will crypto perform in January? Because this is when the big listing comes in. This is when the people are going to be probably coming back from work, coming back from Christmas vacations. Hell, even today, if I have some family meeting, I'm still going to be making videos on crypto. I'm still going to be making, tons of content on the bull run, because there's so much to report about. And I think this is where the opportunity arises in that sense.
When it comes to the price, right? Because we're still in those levels when it comes to Bitcoin. But everyone, it's better when you buy and DCA your way down, when things are getting consolidated, than when it's FOMOing all the way to the moon. The media is talking about it, and then you feel that you're late. Earlier today, just about 2 more dark lions. If you know what that is, shout out to my crypto.com fam. I want to tell you what is going on in just a few minutes, because it's a good one, guys. I think as we prepare for the weekend, it's just, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing before more people come. And when I say more people, I mean millions of people in the US and abroad. Like, the amount of millions of human beings that are going to come to crypto once they see Bitcoin passing the all-time high.
This is very much true. Like, Bitcoin only has potential for this. There's really no bad stuff happening for crypto in that sense. I do think crypto could be seeing more of these massive price hikes that we have been seeing. And the only thing I'm worried is like, can crypto really see less than this? You know, can crypto go down bad if the ETFs get delayed? Now, this is where I think the big problem arises. These altcoins are rising, right? But 20%, these still aren't the big gains that we are hoping for, like 1,000% or things like that. So this is just like a preparation step for when these gains are going to be improving. And this is where the big money, like the big shot money, will come in.
Kronos 5%. We were
This is good. Like Kronos is seeing 5% today. I guess last year 78%. It's actually pretty good because Bitcoin saw her at 78%. Especially because Kronos is probably going to be staying alive for a longer time.
at 9 cents for a while, now back at 10. I mean, obviously, we know that.
Yeah, Kronos has been seeing a lot of problems, especially after FTX. Like all exchanges were seeing problems. This is where like it arose.
It's a position that's going to take a while. And just a few big green ones in this case. We go to the week and we start seeing the cluster of near internet computer and Hex even. And
the reason is why all these tokens are also going up is because ICP was pretty low. All these tokens were pretty low. So that's one of the reasons why they went up. It's not just because, you know, they're awesome and everything, but it's also because like people, they noticed that crypto markets right now, they are like really undertapped because the markets are improving in the whole world. So people just decided to buy all the tokens that are also like, they're not going to buy Ethereum because Ethereum is already held by big institutions. They're not going to buy Bitcoin. Now, Bonk is seeing a price crash. We saw that with Binance listing. After Binance listing, it's hard to sustain that. But like tokens like Hex, Pepe, I don't know any of these. AVAX are growing because they're so low. And this is like a legit strategy I was telling you guys. It's actually hard for these tokens to fall back even lower. And I think this is where the people like start to realize, hey, maybe we should be focusing on buying the tokens that are most undervalued. And this is like a legitimate strategy these whales are doing, which is also why the price is rising.
100 or so, now it's 93. So there's always
Oh my God, 20% upgrades. Imagine like checking your stock portfolio and seeing 20% gains. This is absolutely incredible. We are not going to be seeing these type of gains anytime soon. And it reminds me of 2021, really. And this is a good thing. If you missed out on 2021, 2023, 2024 might be just the year for you. So 2025 is going to be like the big year when we're going to be seeing tons of people coming in. And I think that's a exciting factor about it. Like there's so much potential for people to come into crypto, to talk about it, to actually come back and say, hey, crypto, it's cool. Let's continue, you know, with this massive price rally. We deserve it. And I think this is where people are going to be also more suspected to buy more small cap altcoins, which I made a lot of videos on about. I make about 12 videos a day, and this is just one of them. So I just had a great chat about Bitcoin ETF approvals with Bloomberg's GFC Bitcoin Archive. Like this is pretty big. 90% chance of approval. So again, this is like one of the biggest companies. Of course, they're going to get approved. So this is the exciting factor in that sense. Like there is massive opportunity in that scale. There is massive development in those aspects. Like I do think that crypto could be seeing one of the biggest price actions we have seen in crypto history. Now, what exactly does this mean? This means that crypto could be seeing really one of the biggest explosions. And why is that? Well, very simply put, crypto has been such a downtrend. It's so undertapped that people are going to be flocking in, and there's still plenty of people that haven't even discovered crypto yet. So that's another thing. Like there's people who haven't even known what crypto is. So that's a factor that I know of. Like imagine like there's people that want to know more about crypto, but they just don't know it exists really. So here's where I think the price prediction for that could be like helpful. I do think that there is gonna be more people in this crypto space or overall that is gonna be like staying here for the long run, for the long term. But that being said, I will keep you updated more on that, guys, pretty much shortly. If you want more content like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Until next time, peace out.